Hello, can you hear me? No, I can't hear. How about I can't hear you. Can you hear me? No, 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 nothing. Okay, I refresh. Hello, can you hear me? No. Hello, hello, hello.
Testing, testing. Can you hear
Now
me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Sometimes
Can you
these little
can you hear me?
technical. I can hear you too, Heidi. Yes. How are you?
Thank you. Fine, thank you.
Oh, good. Nice to see you or hear
Nice,
from you today.
yeah, nice to see you again.
So, what have you been doing today?
Today actually, my health condition was not good, so I stayed at home. I needed to lay down on the floor or couch or sometimes into bed.
It's very hot still.
No, 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 it's very cool.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
The season is changing.
Ah, okay. So you've been relaxing today.
Yeah.
Very nice. And let's just say hello to Dom. Hello, Dom.
Hi Ryan. Uh, I'm fine. If the second answer is how are you, I'm fine.
Okay.
And I'm also in my home because I have to studying very hard because I have to pass. I have to do the IELTS exam on the 3rd of October 3rd, and so in spite today is very sunny day. I'm near the sea. I'm being here suffering and studying for my
Okay.
IELTS exam.
So
So
you're trying to do as much English studying as you can before October the 3rd.
yes, yes.
Well,
I
that's good. That's good. I hope you have a successful test.
I hope I hope to. Thank you.
Very good. And where are you from, Dom?
I'm from Italy.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Well, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's say hello to Ivan. Hello. Hello, Ivan. Can you hear me? We cannot hear you yet. Hello, Ivan.
Hi,
Hey,
can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
Oh, very well.
How are you?
I am fine, thanks. And you?
I'm doing okay. Yes, thank you. So, Ivan, where are you?
I am from Rome, Italy.
Okay, very good. Just like Dom, you're both from Italy. Very
Yes,
good.
we already met in the last lesson, Ivan.
Yeah,
Okay. So do you prefer Ivan or do you prefer Ivan?
as you want.
Well, what would be correct?
My name is in Italy is Ivan, but also Ivan. It's nice. My grandmother called me Ivan.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Nice to have you here. So, as you know, today's lesson, we're going to do some reading about some news going on in the world. But why don't we just start out by talking about what is news in your country right now? So, Ivan, what kind of news are people talking about? What is the big stories right now in Italy?
Big stories. In Italy there are news stories about I don't know if you know the military operation in the south of Sicily, Mare Nostrum. Do you know?
Sorry, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Your microphone is a little muddy.
Ah, can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, that's better.
Okay. There are in the south of Italy, south of Sicily, there are an operation, military operation, in which we save Africans. Do you know this type of operation? No.
No, I haven't heard about it.
Ah, okay. This is called Mare Nostrum, and it is carried out by Italian forces, Navy, mostly Navy, and now this operation is changed because before until now it has been only an Italian operation, but now it is become an Europe operation.
Okay, so it's gaining popularity, it's gaining support.
Yeah, because it's difficult to manage because there are a lot of boats from Nigeria, from
Yeah.
Libya,
Yes.
from the north of Africa that comes to Sicily, and so they we want the support of the other nation, and now they have we have it.
Okay, very good. So what's the ultimate goal of this operation?
What is the?
The goal of the operation. What do they want to accomplish?
There isn't a specific goal. It is an humanitarian operation, so the goal is to save people, to save these Africans that want to leave their country because of their bad life condition. So they
Okay.
want to travel here, abroad, or use Italy um, like a street to go to Germany or other country. But
Okay.
we are the first country near closest to Africa.
Okay, very interesting. So there's a lot
Yeah,
of
The,
refugees who are looking
yeah,
for help.
yes,
yeah.
that will be should be a European problem, but before here it's only managed by Italian forces, and we have to the Italian politics try to sensibilize, I don't know, to take sensible the European opinion about that, because if we are in Europe, we have to have the common politics, but before since that it's only Italy
Problem.
politics. Yes, Italian problem. Yes, yes.
Okay.
It is very difficult to manage that because there are very many people who comes from African states, Eritrea. There are many refugees that comes in Italy. We don't have enough resources to take care of this amount of people and to provide support or something like that. And we have for that there must be the common strategy, the European strategy and the European devices of tools. I don't know.
Okay. And so now you're starting to get that extra support for your.
Yes, extra support. Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Very interesting. Now, what about you, Heidi? In Japan, what is on the news?
The news is weather. We had a heavy rain past 10 days. Yesterday and today, it already stopped. But about 10 days, it rained. It was raining hard. Sometimes it's too hard. Sometimes a little. And then some place had a concentrated rain. The place had a landslide. I wish we should say mountain slide. It's better. So
a mountain slide.
yeah,
Okay.
and then rocks and trees fell down from the mountain. Even the dirt, they crashed the houses, a lot of houses.
Oh dear.
Yeah, then people evacuated, but still a lot of missing people existed. So Japanese military or volunteers gathered that place, but every day it rained. Sometimes even their life was facing crisis, so they needed to evacuate. Their work didn't go well. Then finally, yesterday and today, rain stopped, so they used a machine finally. Then digged up. Totally 73 people died, but still 2 people are missing.
Wow. And is this being caused by
Rain.
tropical storms and hurricanes?
And no, oh yeah, small typhoon came, but usually we don't have such heavy disaster. It's city side. Do you know Hiroshima is famous for atomic bomb? So Hiroshima is a big city, but there even that place had such disaster.
Wow.
People developed the mountainside because of small. Japan is a very small land, so developed the mountainside. It's called a landslide.
So are there like farms and things on the mountain?
Not farm, only the living place, houses.
Okay. So were the entire houses sliding down as well?
Yes.
Wow, that's frightening.
Yeah, that's right.
And what about where you live? Is everything safe?
I'm living in Osaka, at the center of the city. Not Osaka city, suburb. But this place is quite flat, so it's okay.
Okay. Wow. Lots of stuff happening in the news here in the Dominican Republic, where I live. Just a couple of weeks ago, in Haiti, because you have the Dominican Republic and Haiti share the same island. Some gunmen went to a prison in Haiti to break one of their leaders out of prison. And so when they did it, they released over 300 prisoners from this prison. And they escaped into the island. And some of them reportedly have made it across the border into the Dominican Republic. So that's what a lot of people have been talking about recently. All of these criminals on the loose somewhere on the island. They've caught some of them, but there's still quite a number that they have not been able to catch yet.
Haiti is that island before they had earthquake, right?
Yes, there was a major earthquake in Haiti.
Yes. Yeah.
That was 2011.
Mhm. Actually, after that, they had a lot of illness spreaded.
That's true. Yep,
E. coli.
cholera, and other things as well. Yes. Anytime there's a disaster like that, there seems to be illnesses that go with it. So hopefully in Japan, with all this rain and mud, you won't get also some illnesses on top of it.
Yeah. Even Ebola came to Asian country now.
Really?
Yes. Burma, do you know Burma? Asian country. One
Okay.
person came back from Africa. Then he had a symptom.
And did he spread it to someone else, or just
Not
just
yet,
one case?
only one person.
That's
Just back from Africa.
that's good.
Then in Africa, over 1,000 people died, Western Africa. But recently, even Congo, some patients came out. Then they checked the DNA, same Ebola, but DNA is different, so different kind.
A new strain.
Yes.
Wow. Dom, what about in Italy? Is there any reports on Ebola?
No, only the news that came from another side of the world. Any cases on Italy. The last case, I think it's comes in 2006 from the first case of Ebola. That two not priest, the female of priest of
A nun.
a nun. Yes, two nuns came from African and takes that and there she is contract Ebola, and they have. They come from in Italy, and they take in the restrict I don't know in the reservation when the people are recovery in only that people anybody have to come visit in that people. I don't know what is the right way to explain that, the right words. They come in the hospital in reservation, not for other people, and they died, and because there are no treating, there are no way to treat that illness, and so lately there are not any news. I heard recently that there was maybe possible cure of that strain of Ebola, if I don't heard wrong. But it's only news that I heard in the television 1 week ago.
Yes.
From BBC, I heard one case maybe in Britain, south of Britain, Bristol,
Yes.
and another in Spain. But I hope that Italy will not involve.
Yes.
That's
There is no effective medicines, but only medicine American company created. And
Yes.
not it's still an experiment.
Yes,
But
experiment.
wanted by that, so they sent all medicine. So now it ran out in that company. The
But-
second medicine is Japanese company, Fujifilm, the film maker. but filmmakers' job is not good nowadays. Then they created another job. They created medicine for flu. But some researchers said it's very effective for even ever. So now that company is producing a lot of medicine.
But
Okay.
they created medicine or they created the virus?
Medicine, I'm saying about medicine.
The cure.
It's like a vaccine, right? Or
Yeah.
Vaccine. Okay.
For flu. Actually, it's for flu, but it's effective for even Ebola. Then now it already finished mice experiment. Then they started monkey experiment.
Okay. That's good.
So just a couple of things just before you guys can keep talking about this, as it sounds like you're interested in it. But Dom, I think one of the words you were looking for is quarantine. That's what they do when a person is ill. They'll quarantine.
Yes, quarantine. Yes, I don't find the right word. Yes.
And then the other one was the vaccine is experimental. Experimental. That's when it's not yet proven. They're still working with it.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Anything else you guys want to talk about regarding Ebola?
Actually, pharmaceutical companies, they didn't study about that Ebola because it's not lucrative.
Yeah, that's true because it's only in a poor country.
Yeah, that's right. So
That's
it's too late.
not very fair, is it? That's the way the world works.
Yeah, I think so.
So, okay, why don't we talk about something a little bit more fun than Ebola? I'm going to show you guys a picture here, and you tell me what you think is going on. So maybe we can, we'll start with Ivan this time. Any ideas what you see here, Ivan?
Any idea? Maybe I think that it is. I don't know. It is referred to Spain. In my mind comes a festival that will take that usually take place in Spain about tomatoes fight, uh, in which they launch tomatoes each other, and this guy seems to fall down to because of this lake of tomatoes.
Very good, Ivan. You're quite right. This is the world's biggest food fight, they call it.
Okay.
So, what do you think of this, Dom?
It's very funny. I think it's also very strange. But in Italy, we have I think the same things of food fighting battle, but it's from orange, I think, and maybe we don't have the same effects like that.
Okay.
It's more difficult to slide. I don't know if sleeping. Not sleeping. Yes, a slide in the ground. It's,
with oranges, it would be harder.
Yes, it would be harder, but it's also fun. Yes, so it's curious.
Okay. Yes, very good. What about you, Heidi? What is your impression of what you see here?
Yes, yesterday I watched this news on TV. Tomatina.
Right.
Yes, yes. Now I remember.
Then recently, because of bad economy in Spain, they started to gather the money from tourists, $10, €10.
Okay, so it started out as just a fun festival, but now they're trying to make money, profit from it.
Yes, yes. But
Ah,
there are many tourists. Maybe they can earn a lot of money.
Okay. Now, Heidi, could you see yourself attending this festival? Would you like to go there?
No, I want to see that from some building.
Somewhere far away from the tomatoes.
But I don't want to participate. What I need to wear for that?
That's a very good question. Yes. Well, all right. Let's read a little article about this, and then um, we can talk a little bit more about it after we read it. Let me just make this a bit bigger. I'll give you guys the link directly to this internet article in case you want to open it up in your own window. There's the link in the chat box. So here you can see another picture of what's going on. The people there, they look very dirty, very messy, but also they look like they're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, they like very much tomatoes.
I think so, yeah. So here's the headline. Can you read this headline for us, please, Ivan?
Thousands take part in Spanish Tomatina Festival.
Very good. So this word festival, can you think of any other words we could use instead?
Party.
Say that
Party.
again.
No.
Party, good, yeah.
Or when there is a calendar important day, I don't know the exactly word. Ricorrenza, I don't know.
No, that's okay. Party's a good start. What about you, Dom? Can you think of a synonym for festival?
I don't know if it's correct. Maybe fair or not. Maybe it's more like exhibition, but I don't know if it's good of that fair.
Okay. Yeah, you could use those words depending on the type of festival.
Yes.
What about you, Heidi? Can you think of any other words we could use?
For festival?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Maybe we would
Enjoyment.
enjoyment. Okay.
Recurring.
How about a celebration? That could be used.
Yes, celebration.
Or we could say perhaps a holiday. Maybe that's the one you're thinking of, Ivan. A holiday.
No, I was thinking about recurring.
So like an annual, something that happens every year?
Yeah, recurring.
So,
No.
I guess
Anniversary.
an anniversary. Okay. So probably then the closest word would be holiday. That's when they pick a special day each year and the same sort of parties happen on that day. Maybe you could say a national holiday. If the whole country is involved, it would be a national holiday.
National.
Okay, very good. Let's do a little bit of read about it together. What if Dom, read the first, let's see, why don't you read these first two paragraphs for us?
Okay. Bunol. Half-naked revelers pelted each other with tomatoes and bathed in red goo on Wednesday in Spain's Tomatina, a fiesta that draws 1,000 each year for the world's biggest food fight. Locals and visitors from as far afield as the United States and Japan crammed into the eastern town of Bunol, as mushy tomatoes rained from the backs of trucks and flew in every direction in a world-famous orgy of pulp.
All right, nice job. Good work, Dom. There was a few tricky words in this little section here. You did very well. Let's just practice a couple of these words together, though.
Okay.
Now, the first one is pronounced revelers. Revelers.
Revelers.
Exactly. Now, Dom, do you have any idea what does that word mean, revelers?
I don't know. Maybe it's related to reveals. No. I don't know. No. It
Participant.
make me reverse participant.
I think, I don't know.
Okay. So usually we use this word. A reveler is someone who is having a fantastic time and they're like really involved in the party. Like they're doing a lot of things.
Okay.
Sometimes they're really loud and noisy, and they're dancing around and they're yelling and they're screaming, you know, that kind of thing. So that's a reveler. So
like in the concert.
Yeah, you might say that. Sometimes a person, the people attending a concert get very noisy, don't they?
But I think it's in a rock concert in the stadium where people dancing. I don't know, something like that. Live concert with the rock stars.
I think so. You could use the word in that way. Yes, I agree. So if you look at this picture here on the screen, you can see people are really getting into the spirit of this celebration. So we could call them revelers, or we could say that they are reveling in the celebration. So you can use it like a verb as well. And it means to really get a lot of enjoyment from something. But it's something wild and crazy.
Okay.
So that was that word. Now, the other thing I want to practice with you, and a lot of Italians and people from Spain and many other countries have the same difficulty, is with the ed endings of words. And so maybe we'll get Ivan to practice these words too. But here we see the word bathed, but the E is silent. So we want to go from this TH sound straight to the D with no E in the middle. So it sounds like this, bathed, bathed.
Bathed. Okay.
Good.
Bathed.
Ivan? Yeah? Can you say it as well? Bathed.
Bathed.
Good. And then the very same thing down here in the next paragraph, we have the word crammed. Crammed. Can you say that, Dom?
Crammed.
Good. And Ivan?
Crammed.
Good. Heidi, how about you?
Crammed.
Good. So we just need to go straight from the M right to the D with no vowel in between. Very good. Okay. Do you know what this word means if something is crammed?
No.
What does that mean?
Full of something.
Okay. Good. That's the idea. So
Yes, like crowded.
good. Exactly. So do you think you could put it into a sentence for us, Heidi? Can you use that word, crammed?
Crammed. Okay. The box. I opened the box. It was crammed by fruit.
Okay, very good. So instead of by fruit, though, we would say with fruit.
With fruit.
It was crammed with fruit. So let me. Very good. All right. So sometimes we are in an elevator with a lot of people. We might say, I was crammed into the elevator because of all the different people.
I don't know if it's correct. Like stocks, people put in, like I don't know, like in the box. Stuff.
What are they putting in the box?
Yes. No, I don't know. Stock. No. No. Stuff, like stuff.
Oh, stuff. Okay, you could stuff a box or cram a box full of stuff. Yes, you could. You
Yes.
could cram it with things.
Yes.
Okay. What about this word? Ivan, do you know this word, goo?
No, I'm sorry.
Heidi?
Good?
What is goo?
I don't.
This is a kind of a weird word, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we go back to our picture, you'll notice in the picture we have this material here. It's tomatoes that have all been crushed up. So you might say that the tomatoes have been turned into goo. It's like,
Something liquid.
yeah, but usually it's something sticky as well. Something like chewing gum might be considered gooey. Or do you ever like to eat brownies? It's like a
No.
chocolate cake that's really sticky.
Ah.
Something gooey. Let me see if I can get you a picture to help you understand the concept here. Okay, here's a good picture. Coming up right now, just 1 second. Okay, here's an example of goo. So what do you notice about it, Dom?
Yes, it's some like I don't know. There was there's something that was commercialized in slime. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good word. Okay, Yvonne, viscous matter. Yes, that is excellent. Slime is good. Sometimes we chew candy like that is very gooey, right?
Yes.
So it's to do with the consistency of the material. If it's like this, we can call it goo. Any questions?
The moo candy is where it is under the sun.
Very good, exactly. Something that's kind of melted. Okay. Any questions about any other words in these first two paragraphs?
No. For me.
Okay.
Affields. Affield.
Right here.
No, Afield. I don't know if it's correct.
Okay.
What is the what's what does it meaning?
It's pronounced a field, and it almost always comes with the word far before it. Far afield. It means a long distance away.
Okay.
So here we see it's talking about visitors from as far afield as the United States. So we could say visitors from as far away as the United States.
Yes. Yes, it's far away. It's more common.
Yes,
for me.
exactly. Exactly. It is more common. Very good question, though. Thank you for that. All right. If we're ready, let's read a little bit more. How about Heidi? You could read. Whoops. We'll get you to read 2 more paragraphs. We'll start with this one here, and then I'll move it down.
Okay. Okay. It was pretty fun, squashing and throwing them. It was raining tomatoes, said Jessica Sims, a 27-year-old airline employee from the state of Utah. Stepping back from the fry, her white T-shirt soaked and stained red. It was
Okay.
scary and dangerous. If you go down to pick up a tomato, you might not come back up.
Good. Why don't you read a little bit more for us? Just maybe you could read down to the picture.
Okay. One of Spain's quickest and best-known tourist draws, the Tomatina, was stained this year by a law over its privatization, mindful of safety and money. The indebted local authorities last year began charging revelers an entry fee and hired a private company, Fantastic, to sell tickets.
All right. Great job, Heidi. You had some large words in this section, but you did very well. Let's just go back here and talk about a couple of words. Here we have this word fray. Fray.
Fray.
Do you know what that means?
Fray. Tired? No.
Fray. It says they were stepping back or getting away from the fray. That might help you. So
The fight.
if you very good. Very good. A fight or a battle.
Mhm.
So they got away from the fight or the battle. Now down here, I wanted to practice a couple of words here with you. First one is this one, Heidi, and this is pronounced quirkiest.
Quirkiest.
Yeah, like if you were gonna pronounce it with other letters, maybe you would say
Quickest. Quick. I thought it's quick.
quirkiest,
Quirkiest.
like that, quirkiest.
Quirkiest.
So it says one of Spain's quirkiest tourist draws. So what do you think, Ivan? Do you know what that word might mean, quirkiest?
Like weird, right?
Good. Weird is good.
Eccentric.
Weird. Exactly. Very good. Weird, eccentric. Maybe you could say strange.
Strange, yes.
Peculiar. So quirky. Sometimes we would use that word to refer to people. So let me give you a couple of examples. A quirk is one strange thing that a person does. That would be a quirk. For example, maybe somebody bites their nails all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a quirk. But then if someone is quirky, now we're using it as an adjective to describe the person. So what do you think is a quirky person?
I think the quirky person is the person that have the original way to do something, or to wearing, or to our behavior, or our way to interact with other people. It's very our ways is particular, is not conventional.
Okay, good. That's a good way to express it. So
Yes.
they just do things a little bit differently than others. So they might be called quirky. And it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
It can be if it's really strange what they're doing. But normally it's just they're a little bit different. Okay, Dom, can you put the word quirky, quirk, or quirkiest, one of those three, can you put it in a brief sentence?
Okay. Mm, when I come in that country, I saw the very quirky way um, to cook to cook meals. I don't know.
Okay, let me just type that out.
Yes.
Okay, so when I came to that country, I saw a quirky way to cook meals.
Yes.
So the only thing I changed from what you said was I changed come to came because we want to put it in the past tense.
Ah, okay. Yes.
When I came to that country. Very good job. Excellent, Dom. All right, Heidi, here's another word we want to just look at, and it is privatization.
Privatization.
There you go. Can you explain that word?
Um, hmm. For what's it? For example, public company to become a privatized company,
Okay.
like
So,
a railway or something. Even in Japan, it happened before.
all right. So it starts out as something run by the government,
Yeah.
but it becomes something run by whom?
Mhm.
By a private
Private.
enterprise. Yeah. So in this case, what is it that has become privatized?
Maybe next paragraph said they ask some company together to sell the ticket.
Okay, exactly. So this whole celebration at the beginning was just one was run maybe by the government or by the people by themselves. Maybe the town organized it, the government of the town. But it's become so popular that they've hired a company to sell tickets, as you said. So it has become privatized. Do you have any questions about that, anybody?
Yeah, was stained the
Stained.
yeah, the tomatina was stained.
Okay,
It's macchiato.
that's right.
Ah, it's like brand.
Sì, sì, macchiato.
Ah,
Yes,
ok.
macchiato.
Sì, ho capito. Grazie. Oh, sorry.
So
Thank you.
look at this guy's
Thank
shirt
you.
here. You see his shirt? It's got tomato all over it, right?
Yes.
So we could say it is stained with tomatoes. But in this case, it's not talking about a person or a shirt. It's talking about the whole festival was stained this year by a row or a fight over its privatization. So in this context, what do you think it means when it uses the word stained? The celebration was,
I was thinking about carrying out, but not so right.
in this case, it's using the word stained to indicate that the celebration was spoiled, or maybe the celebration was ruined by the privatization. So the people didn't enjoy it as much this year as they did the year before.
Okay.
So they're using the word stained here just as the idea of it not being as good or as pure as it was before. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. And draws.
Tourist draws.
Yes. Tourist draws.
Okay. So it says that the Tomatina is one of the best known tourist draws. This means that it attracts tourists to the country.
Mm.
It draws them to the country like a magnet.
It's related like drug.
Like
I mean-
dragged, yeah, you could say that. If you're drawn to something, maybe you see a beautiful woman, Dom,
Yeah.
and you want to approach her, you want to go and talk to her. So we
Okay.
could say you are drawn to her.
Okay. Attractive.
Attracted, good. That's another way you could say it.
Hmm.
All right, any other questions? So let's do a little bit more reading, and it's Ivan's turn. Would you like to read these next 3 paragraphs?
Yeah. The town hall said it had to improve safety at the Wild Festival, which before the privatization drew around 40,000 revel the town, quadrupling its population. Plays are now limited to 22,000. In the past few years, the essence of Tomatina had been lost. There was no space and it was quite dangerous, Bonnell's deputy mayor Rafael Perez told AFP. Now it is much more enjoyable, he added. The entry fee has enabled us to finance the fiesta and make it safer.
All right, awesome work with the reading. Good. So let's just practice a couple things. One more time, let's look at this word. Now, in this case, the I is a long I sound. Privatization. Privatization. Can you say that?
Privatization.
Good, exactly.
Privatization.
Yep, good job. And here we have again revelers. Revelers.
Revelers.
Revelers.
Excellent. Good job. Now, here you see that they're said to improve safety at the Wild Festival. The Wild Festival. Ivan, can you think of a different adjective we could use instead of wild that would give the same idea?
No. I don't know.
No? What about you, Dom? Can you think of another possible word, an adjective?
Instead of wild,
Instead of
wild, savage. But I don't know if it's correct.
Savage, yeah. That could work. That could work. Maybe we could say crazy.
Crazy.
The crazy festival. Wild kind of gives that idea that, you know, anything goes.
Weird.
Okay, very good. What about this word, Ivan? Can you say quadrupling?
Quadrupling.
Good. Now, what does that mean?
That the population makes 4 times grow, or 4 times more than before.
Exactly. 4 times the number of people, quadrupling its population. Good. Okay. Now, here in this part of the article, it says that the essence of the Tomatina had been lost. What did that mean?
I think the spirits of the Tomatina is been lost.
Okay, and why had it been lost? What had happened?
I was not supposed to. I think it's I don't know.
They put an entry fee.
That's true, but what was the reason they did it? In previous, it says in the past few years, the essence was lost. And here's what it says. Whoops. There was no...
Ah,
So what was the problem they were trying to fix?
To do the festival more safer, and I think also more organized, avoiding problems, avoiding I don't know, that people can injure ourselves.
Exactly. Because you know, if you...
to avoid to be a festival more crowded.
Okay, that's the idea. It was getting very dangerous. And so they want to avoid people getting injured. And with the entry fee, it has reduced the number of people that would be in attendance. Okay, very good. So our time is
Finish.
basically up. Wow, that was you guys did really good today, though. You had lots of excellent comments, and I encourage you to go ahead and finish off the article if you'd like after the class. Now, let me turn off my screen here. So, before we finish, maybe I'll just ask you a quick question, Heidi. What is the wildest festival in Japan?
Most dangerous festival there is Danjiri Matsuri in Osaka. Another part of suburb of Osaka.
And what do they do in the festival?
They construct a small shrine. It has wheels. Many people drag that small shrine inside the god. And top of the roof, the person is dancing with some handy fan and jumping and dancing. So the kind of car, it's fast, very fast. That place is very narrow street. Then they turn the curve. It's very dangerous. Always it crash some house.
So okay, so they're driving cars through the streets and people are dancing in the street.
Yeah, people drag, not the engine. A simple one.
Oh, people
traditional.
are pulling the cars.
Yes, that's right. A long rope.
Wow.
After and behind and then they kind of competition. Several cars run around that city, so they need to go faster and faster.
Okay, I see. Very interesting.
Sometimes the person fell down from the roof, then injured or died.
So they're watching from the roofs and they fall off?
He's guiding that cart.
Okay, he's kind of like the driver, sort of.
Yeah, kind of leader of that cart.
Okay.
There are many tourists from other places. Sometimes the cart crash into that tourist. Very dangerous.
Sounds like it. Wow. Okay, very good. Thanks for telling us a little bit about that. I have another class tomorrow at this very same time. Hopefully you guys can join me if you enjoyed today's class. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about a news article that has to do with anxiety that comes from having money problems. And so we're going to talk about money and jobs and anxiety and things like that. We're going to do some exercises together and learn some new vocabulary. So I encourage you to come and see me tomorrow for my next class. So I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. and we'll see you
Okay.
next time.
Much.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher. Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You
Have a nice
too. Bye bye.